Welcome to week 22 of Instant Value Handicapping. This is the video series based on my book, The Punter's Tale, A Bettor's Quest for Racetrack Profits. The book details how to identify false favorites in a horse race, and those are the races you want to bet into, bet against those false favorites. We're working towards a positive ROI. We've been focusing in on Evangeline Downs because we've been doing well there since week 12, and we plan to add Emerald Downs this week. But Emerald Downs running Thursday night this week, there were no false favorites on the card according to the parameters of the Punter's Tale, so we can't cover that. I will mention a couple of things. Emerald Downs has always done a great job presenting a quality product, and part of the reason I believe that there are no false favorites is because in their fields of 6 or 7 horses, there were usually 2, 3, even 4 horses you could make a case for favoritism for. They're very competitive fields. You seldom get a race where you can eliminate 3 or 4 horses automatically. It's good racing there. They've added a really nice touch on their video feed while the races are running. Instead of just showing the fractions for the quarter mile and half mile as they come up, they also show whether those fractions are faster or slower than par for that class level. It's a really nice handicapping tool that Emerald has added to their videos. So check it out. And on Thursday night, a couple good heartwarming stories there. First race, 12-year-old horse, Dr. Bruce S. He is trying for his first win as a 12-year-old. He won 3 times last year as an 11-year-old. He comes back. He's knocking on the door at age 12. I believe he's the morning line favorite after a second-place finish last time out in the first race there Thursday night at Emerald. And then later in the card in race 7, 11-year-old Mike Mann's Gold goes for, I believe, his 3rd win in a row as an 11-year-old. So some really fun and interesting stuff going on at Emerald Thursday night. Sorry I couldn't dig up a false favorite for you there, but fun races to watch anyway. We are going to go to Evangeline. One thing I want to mention before we do that, Ellis Park on Sunday, Brad Cox had a debut horse debuting on the turf. The horse's name is Dream Magic. This is kind of a trip note. Dream Magic, as a debut horse, was moving into position behind the leaders, looked to be in a great stalking spot and had to take up sharply, dropped all the way to next to last because of that. Then came charging on in the stretch, made a really good stretch run, got up for 4th, just missed 3rd. So you might want to put that name down in your trip notes, horses to watch. Dream Magic from the Brad Cox barn. His first race might not look that good on paper. You might get a little bit of a price. He looks like a runner. All right. Hey, let's go back to Louisiana. We have 4 false favorite races at Evangeline Downs for Wednesday night. 4 races beginning to feel like work here. Races 2, 3, 4, and 8. So we got to pick 3 going in there maybe. Race 2, false favorite, number 7, My Rebel Girl, 7 to 5. We're going to look at alternatives here. Number 2, Abigail G, and number 6, Tethered to the Truth. So first, the false favorite. Why is he false? She false. 3-year-old filly My Rebel Girl is taking a drop from the $20,000 claiming level all the way down to $5,000. This is especially negative for 2 reasons. One, the most recent race was terrible. She lost by 18 lengths. And 3 races ago, her winning effort was a maiden $10,000 claimer. So she won sprinting in that maiden 10,000 claimer. They put her on the turf where she didn't do so well. Back to the dirt, way over her head at 20,000, didn't do so well. So the logical move here would be to drop the horse to the level it won before, which would be about the $10,000 level. Instead, they go all the way down to 5. They're not expecting much. I'm not expecting much. I'm going to expect to cash a ticket on either Abigail G in that race, who is third off a layoff here. She's been at this level for 2 races, has improved in her second start, and looks to be ready to move forward in her third off a layoff. She also owns the second fastest time at the distance. The fastest time at the distance belongs to number 6, Tethered to the Truth, who is our second alternative bet in this race. He gets jockey Joel Dominguez, who comes over to ride from Louisiana Downs and has been doing pretty well on his trips over here with 15% winners. He had a turf prep race at a mile after winning at the maiden 5,000 level. So he comes back down both in terms of class and back to the dirt surface that he won on. So 2 positives there. Nice move. They tried him a higher level, didn't work out, so they're coming back where he belongs. Those are our 2 picks against the false favorite in race 2 at Evangeline. Race 3 at Evangeline brings us another false favorite. Number 2, Saturday's Gold, lines up at 5-2 morning line anyway, and the 2 alternatives we're going to look at against this false favorite are number 1, Love You and Proud of You. Thanks, Mom. And number 3, Little Can. So Saturday's Gold. This horse is coming off what looks to be a couple sharp third-place finishers. Last time was in the allowance level. He takes a little bit of a class drop here to a $20,000 non-winners of 3 life claimer. And the non-winners of 3 lifetime is the key here to determining false favoritism. This is his 7th try in that condition. 7th try over 5 different racetracks, couple different distances. 3 layoffs in there in the past 10 races. And most significantly, the most recent layoff was followed by 2 races where this horse, for the first time in a long time, showed no early speed at all. So it just looks like they're having problems here. They're having problems winning. Maybe the horse is in decline. He's not showing the early speed he used to. I think there's enough here to go against him, and we're going to do that with number 1, Love You and Proud of You. Only 2 for 19 lifetime, so I wouldn't say I love her, but I do like this horse. He's coming off a big 4.5 length victory at the $12,000 non-winners 2 lifetime level. He was pulling away there by 4 lengths or more. Makes sense that they would try a jump up in class, so they're going up to the 20,000 level. Looks good, looks like a strong move by a fit horse and a pretty good trainer. The other alternate we're going to bet, number 3, Little Can, who has put up a pretty good record in just 6 lifetime starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, all on dirt though. So the question here is, can this horse run on grass? They tried to put him on grass last time. The race was taken off the turf because of rain, but he did pretty well there. Fought for the lead the whole way, came up just short, finishing second. They're trying for the turf again here. Looks like they really want him to have a go at the grass. Again, looks like a positive move by a fit horse. Those are our 2 plays against the favorite in the 3rd. That brings us to race 4 at $5,000 maiden claiming sprint. Where the morning line favorite is Funny Actor at 8-5, and where our alternatives will be number 3, Mas o Menos, and number 4, Hiccup. And Funny Actor, named after his sire Danza, who is named after comedic actor Tony Danza. And just like Tony Danza, this Funny Actor isn't all that comedic. He started out almost winning a race worth $93,000, just his 3rd time on the track. Now he's racing for a 1/10 of that money. He's had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 class drops in a row. None of them have brought much improvement. He was claimed last time out. He goes to maybe a sharper trainer here, coming back at the same level, but there just isn't a lot to make a case for him as being a strong favorite here. He looks quite beatable, and we're going to take a look at number 3, Massimo's. He's coming off 2 1-mile turf tries. His first one came in a maiden special weights race at $21,000. He got the lead, had it for about 4 furlongs before giving up completely. They dropped him down to a more appropriate level, made him claiming $10,000, where he held the lead even longer. Still gave up in the stretch though. So looks like probably the grass isn't the right surface, the mile isn't the right distance, and $10,000 isn't the right class level. They fix all that right here in one drop to $5,000, a switch to dirt. I think those 2 turf preps probably were really good conditioners for him. I'm going to go with that theory. And just in case I'm wrong, we're also going to look at Hiccup as an alternate play. Hiccup is making his 4th try at this level, which generally is a type of horse I'd stay away from. But his most recent try was his best. As far as raw times go for 6 furlongs, he's right up there. First or second fastest time in this race. There's not a lot to beat, not a lot of pace in the race. He should be able to stay pretty close. Those are our 2 plays against the false favorite in the 4th. Hey, thank you for watching again this week. We've given you 4 plays, which is a little more than usual, and we've given you an extra video this past week. We're going to try to do that on a weekly basis. I know Mark Kramer will be back for sure to look at the Jim Dandy Stakes at the end of July with us. So hit like, hit subscribe, go to our website, lazybettorusa.com. If you buy a copy of The Punter's Tale there, it's postage free, and also you'll be able to apply these methods to whatever your favorite racetrack is, because we can't cover them all, but we try. Have a good night. Thank you.